Hello everyone, my name is Zam and welcome to another domain dissection. Today I am back as the lead talker of the Lavender Laboratory for another profile submitted by Dracolize. This guy submitted a ton of them. We are incredibly grateful, and please go say hi to him in the domain format Discord server. He is amazing to talk to, amazing to talk domain with, and is incredibly creative when it comes to spreading this format. So, today, this deck we have is, instead of a hand control, instead of a field control, it's a draw control, using Watt's Psychic Fighter, a rather peculiar deck master. And if you don't know what domain format is, it's very similar to Commander format in Magic the Gathering. However, there's more details than that. That's just a very easy premise. I highly recommend checking it out, checking out the website, checking out the Discord, anything like that. I don't believe I have a link to the website right now. I need to grab it. But for now, just go look it up online. Incredibly fun format and doing very well as of late, so I am very happy to say that I am a part of it. We have today the Watt Psychic Fighter deck, and apologies if I am a little bit tired. I just finished some celebrations last night, and it is still the morning for me. So, Watt Psychic Fighter, Light Psychic, 1500 attack, 300 defense. When it's normal or special summon, you can target one card in your opponent's graveyard, place it on either the top or bottom of their deck, and you get to choose which opponent this is. So, you can entirely make deals with people to recycle cards or to bring back trash draws. In this way, you can take full advantage of cards like even Goddess Skuld's Oracle, which is very funny. It's another way to stack the deck. You have things like Kashtiras, which not uniquely, but being a psychic deck master, you can take full advantage of Kashtiras, which is a surprisingly strong thing to be able to do. You wouldn't believe it. Kashtira is actually strong. But today, we are going to get right into it. We have Kashtira Ogre, 2800 attack beatstick. It's free and searches a cash trap. Kashtira Fenrir is Kashtira Fenrir. More than just a 2400 beatstick, also grabs a Kashtira monster and can banish cards very easily. This actually also has some draw control elements now that I'm thinking about Ogre, if you read that last effect right down there. But for now, we are going to move on to Kashtira Unicorn. Extra deck rips, 2500 beatstick, can grab Kashtira Theosis, which can grab another Kashtira, summon it to the field. Crazy stuff. We have Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous, a free light tuner, although we don't have any synchro monsters, and we can use this to just get free bodies, which is really nice. Free bodies are always appreciated in domain format. We have Performage Trick Clown, another free body for making rank 4s, and it's a reusable free body as long as it doesn't go to the graveyard too much. We have Fairy Tale Luna, another way to search Fairy Tale Snow. Very good card. And this card has an effect that is very similar to its Luna. It's Luna Kaiju. Have you ever heard of that? If you haven't, then just think, summon a Kaiju to your opponent's field and bounce both it and this card. It's very hard to deal with something like that, especially because in your hand, Luna has a lot of protection. While we aren't on any Kaijus at the current moment, similar premise can apply with just bouncing cards your opponent summons, which is really good. Fairy Tale Snow is Fairy Tale Snow. It's a Book of Moon on legs that can banish cards from your grave and can allow us to go into some other cards. We have Silent Psychic Wizard. We can target a psychic monster in our graveyard, banish it, and if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon the monster banished. This card is really old school, but surprisingly useful, which you wouldn't expect. Next, we have an entire Satellar Knight package. We have Deneb, the good one, Altair, the other good one, Vega, the meh one. We have Anukalai, the milling one. We have Lyran, which is another free body, which is nice. That's really nice. And we can add a Tellar Knight spell. We then have Altarin, which is, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Another good one, you can combine this with something like Anukalai to be able to get some rank 4s online. We have Dogmatica Ecclesia, another way to get to back row. We are playing Dogmatica Punishment if you see down in the bottom right corner. Now, what we can do with these cards, tons of free bodies, tons of free ways to make 4s, or even if not, just control the field. We have a couple of the new Ryziel cards, because Domain actually uses the pre-release cards a lot of the time. You can special summon this card by saying Xyz from extra to grave. You're locked in a rank 4 Xyz. This card is normally special summon and you do not control any face-up monsters other than level rank 4s. You can add a Fire Thunder from your deck to your hand. I don't know if we are playing any Fire Thunders. However, we are playing Ice Ryziel. Actually, no, we wouldn't be playing any Fire Thunders because that doesn't fit our Domain. Because Domain is restricted to the type, attribute, and other specifics of your Deckmaster. Ice Ryziel is another easy summon for rank 4s, and it can allow you to grab X Ryziel from the deck with its last effect. Another Dogmatika card to be searched with Ecclesia, very, very good and very, very easy, strong body on the field that makes all of your Dogmatikas stronger. And we have a Mech Knight package. Mech Knights are really, really strong because they are free bodies, they are free big bodies, and they are free big bodies that grab each other and have secondary effects occasionally. Blue Sky and Purple Nightfall are the main contributors to this. Purple Nightfall is reusable. Blue Sky is a pretty nice search. We have Indigo Eclipse and Green Horizon as well to also be able to use these Mech Knights. Thunderclap Skywolf is a funny card you may not have ever seen before. Especially summon from the graveyard, you can destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. That is a target opponent, and you're locked out of your battle phase. This seems really bad, and in general it is. However, it has some uses when it comes to targeting different opponents, because that target opponent, that opponent you pick for this, has that board wiped and no one else. So you can make deals, and this can be a huge threat with revival cards. Finally, we have Light Ray Diabolos, a card that needs to have 5 or more different light monsters in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can banish the light from your graveyard and pop and reveal a set card, then put it on either the top or bottom of the deck. And so you can see we are changing the draws once again, as well as we are with Goddess Skuld's Oracle. We have Top Share again to control draws, but also to make deals with and stack our own deck. We have Time Tearing Morganite, a way to get extra draws so that we can use more of our power cards, as well as extra normal summons, because if you see, we are a little bit normal summon heavy. We have the Succumbing Song Morganite to be able to search this, as well as get some extra benefits. We don't really have many in-hand monster effects, so this is alright. Next we have Child's Play, which if you have seen any of my Domain staple shorts, you might have seen this one, to realize that Child's Play is actually a pretty decent card, because you've got 3 people summoning monsters, giving you life points, and then you get battle protection once you hit a certain threshold. So that's pretty nice. We have Instant Fusion, a very easy way to bring out the dual avatar Manifested Aeon or Elder Entity Natis for more rank 4 plays. Actually, no, you can't summon Natis, but you can summon Manifested Aeon, which dual avatar supremacy. I love this card. We have Pressured Planet Raitsoth, another Kashtira card, probably self-explanatory. Summon Breaker, a card you've probably never seen before. I know I certainly haven't. During the main phase, if the turn player successfully conducts their 3rd summon, it becomes the end phase. So, you are able to control the field with strong monsters, low to the ground playing, and keep your opponents from going high level playing to break your field. Which is really nice, because if they can't attack you, they'll attack each other. Or they'll team up and attack you, which is bad. Next we have Terraforming to be able to search these cards. Constellar Tellarknights to be able to revive or summon the Tellarknights from your hand. And you can special summon Xyz monsters if I am reading these effects correctly. Yes, you can. And we have a few of those in the extra deck. Kashtira Theosis, I mentioned earlier with Kashtira Unicorn, very good card. Next we have Nadir Servant, which can search our Dogmatikas, as well as milling Natis. That's why we play this card, because we are playing that Dogmatika package, which is really good for killing the board. We have World Legacy's Memory to summon our Mech Knights from the deck, and Mech Knights are strong enough where you can just take a turn playing Mech Knights. We have Pot of Greed, because draw 2 cards, very good. And I highly recommend checking out my Domain staple short on this one, because it's more interesting than you'd expect. You have Pot of Avarice, a very nice Highlander card to be able to recycle all of your monsters. We have Graceful Charity, another way to dig through your deck and get graveyard effects. We have Harpy's Feather Duster, Raigeki, very easy, but they target opponents as opposed to hitting all opposing opponents. Next, we have Painful Choice, a way to get a couple of different monsters in the graveyard, such as Thunderclap Skywolf. We have Snatch Steal for tribute fodder, or just to be able to steal opponents' monsters and do power plays with them. Very, very good card. Change of Heart for similar reasons. Double or Nothing, because yes, we are playing the Utopia double package, because this deck can do that, which is really, really funny. Now, finally, we are on to our traps. We have Stillahat Trick, which I believe we are playing, yes, Stillahat Rabbit, which is a very, very nice combo. It's a level 4 that we can take advantage of. And it has a negate, which is also very, very good. And it's battle immune. We have Ultimate Offering, being able to normal summon additional times to get through all of our normal summons. We have Call of the Hunted, which is an old school card. You probably know what this does, to be able to revive our power cards and our big beat sticks. Double hooking for similar reasons, as well as these also work with Thunderclap Skywolf, which is really, really nice. We have Intimidating or Summonite, which means that you can get extreme value off of your graveyard setup. Selecting Thunderclap Skywolf and a couple of your combo pieces could be an easy way to put your opponent in a catch-22. Or if you play chess, I believe it's called a Zwischenzug. No, wait, that's the in-between move. I forgot what it's called. I can't speak German. The Attack Guidance Armor is another very, very funny card because it allows you to either Sakuretsu armor a monster on the field or redirect the monster to another monster. And when there are 4 fields of monsters to choose from, you've got quite a few options. Next, we have Side Effects. Now, this might seem weird, but especially when you are stacking your opponent's draws, you aren't as concerned about them drawing cards, and staying alive with high amounts of life points is very, very good. We have Torrential Tribute, which wipes all 4 boards. If you activate this, you are putting a target on your back, but still very, very funny. Needle Stealing for similar reasons. Your monsters are very low investment in general, your opponents may not be. We have Earthshaker. Select 2 monster card attributes. Your opponent selects one of the 2 attributes and destroys all face-up monsters with that attribute on the field. So, you can pick an opponent and have them do the dirty work for you. We have Crackdown, another theft card, which is really, really good because level 4 is really, really common. We have Lost Wind, a very, very good Highlander card. I believe I've talked about this before, to say that it can recycle itself. So even though you only have 1 copy, in general, if you can get to it, you have the second copy later on. Dogmatica Punishment as another Ecclesia search target. I believe that's one of our only Ecclesia search targets, but it can allow you to send a monster from extra to grave to pop your opponent's monsters, easy peasy. Finally, we have Gigantic Thundercross, which, especially when you've got difference in banished cards, can be really, really effective, as well as giving your opponent a monster, so you can also use this politically. We have, as I mentioned earlier, Dual Avatar Manifested Aeon and Elder Entity Natis. This is our instant fusion target. This is our Nadir Serpent target. We have Time Thief Redoer, a very, very good card that is also psychic. So that light psychic idea is coming up handy too. Very, very, very smart. Draco Eyes is one of the best domain deck builders I have ever seen, especially for themed decks. Watt Psychic Fighter is a card I would have never considered to be the star of the show, but honestly, it brings forth an amazing deck. So go check out Draco Eyes, say hi, amazing person to talk to for all of this. We have Tellarknight Constellar Caduceus, which is another way to get our Tellarknight loops online. We have Constellar Ptolemy M7 to be able to attach over the Constellar Caduceus and be able to bounce cards. We have Light Dragon Adignister, a surprisingly decent card. It has protection or it has a pop, because it itself is an Ignister monster. We have Evil Swarm Exciton Knight. You might remember this if you played Hat format. This card is fairly strong, and especially when you are playing low to the ground and don't have a lot of cards, your opponent can inevitably make it so you are nuking the entire board, which is amazing. We have the Utopia double package, because who doesn't love a random OTK? We have a very easy way to do that. Double or Nothing, Utopia Double, and Utopia. Finally, we have Zeus, because not only is this deck a psychic deck, it's a light deck, and so we are able to play Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder and wipe the board once again, which is amazing, as well as it being a 3k beat stick. Stillahat Rabbit, very easy card, very easy to grab the Stillahat Trick, which is very, very good. and as well as battle immune link material. We have Line of the Light Charmer, which, considering light is a fairly common type, you might be able to take advantage of this, as well as its floating effect being able to grab you light monsters from your deck, like Incredible Ecclesia. We have Moon of the Closed Heaven. What's that? We're actually using this thing for its intended purpose and not Fiendsmith combos? I know, it's crazy. But we are also playing Underworld Goddess of the Closed World to be able to take advantage of it as well. Finally, we have Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax, which, if we are under World Legacy's memory lock, or in general, this card's really hard to deal with, to be honest. Like, genuinely, I've had to face down quite a few of these. They're very hard to get rid of. Once per battle during damage calculation, it can boost its attack super duper high. It can't be targeted with card effects, and it protects all of your other monsters from attacks. Now, we went through this deck really quickly, but the whole idea of it, in short, is control your opponent's draws, keep the field very low to the ground. Because if everyone is low to the ground, you're actually designed to play that way. So, with that being said, thank y'all very much for watching. My name is Vam. I'll be seeing you around the Lavender Laboratory. Peace out.